Okay, you guys, thank you for clicking on this video. Now, the video you're about to watch is talking about meditation and connecting to our loved ones in spirit, loved ones, angel realms, whatever you want to connect to, it doesn't matter. It's talking about that. And for a long time, I refused to even meditate. Like, I would not meditate because I could feel the energies around me, okay? And it scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what I was feeling. I didn't understand it, okay? So I just quit altogether because I didn't know what was happening until I learned this one secret that I'm about to tell y'all in this video you're about to watch, okay? And I don't make you watch the whole video to find out the secret, okay? But I want to let you guys know, if you're going into meditation and some strange things are happening, you're feeling like, I'm very clairsentient, okay? I feel energy strongly. Okay, if you're going into meditation and you're feeling certain things, you kind of feel like pressure maybe, that's what you're feeling. You're feeling the energy around you, okay? And this could be from the living or whatever realms you believe are out there, okay? This is what that could be from. But I want to make this clear. While I cut the meditations off, it scared me and I quit doing it. At no point did anything bother me. I could feel it, but nothing ever happened, okay? Nothing ever happened. My fears were unwarranted, okay? So this video is about connecting to spirit, whatever you want to call it, however you want to refer to it, connecting to the unseen and our fears, okay? All right. But recently I started back meditating and actually setting the intentions to connect, okay? And that's what this video is about. And I hope it helps somebody. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. Okay, you guys. This is the second time I've recorded this video. First time my mic was out. Okay. So this video is all about connecting to spirit, okay? Or whatever you want to call it. Spirit, God, angels, guides, loved ones, doesn't matter. Whoever you want to connect to, okay? And about how we have this fear that's been indoctrinated into us. And we feel like we have to protect from all these different things. And use stones and crystals and medallions and, oh God. I've read so many books and listened to so many people and watched so many videos to the point where I was so confused I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And let me take you back in time, okay? And there will be a part 2 to this. So, when I was little, I used to see and hear shit, right? Didn't talk to anybody about it. The only information I had about what was going on was what I seen on TV and in movies. And that would scare the shit out of you. So I figured it was something bad, cut it off, didn't want any part of it. Fast forward to teenage years, started having panic attacks. They went away, still had no clue what was happening. They went away. Mid-20s, they came back, but not only did the panic attacks come back, so did seeing shadow people on the side of my bed. Okay, I would wake up in the middle of the night, this happened so many times, and I would see the shadows standing at the foot or the side of my bed. Scared the shit out of me. Again, didn't want any part of it. Didn't know what was happening, didn't want any part of it. Now, throughout all this time, I was very interested in mystical things, right? I would read books, watch movies, different things. Didn't have the internet yet at the time, back in the day. So, the majority of my information came from books, and I thought there was something to fear. Okay, fear had me gripped, like it really had me. Because I know I have a thing with energy. I'm sensitive to energy. I already know this, okay? I've had these little, I don't know what you want to call it, experiences to let me know I'm open to certain things, okay, in life. So, and I'm not going to say that other people can't do, because you can do it too. It's just that some people, it comes easier than others, right? Now, the gurus, the teachers, the people that want to charge you all this money for all these different things don't want you to know this. They want you to think that it's very hard. It's not. And there's one step, there's one key that they keep leaving out. And they leave it out for a reason. Because without this key, it's not going to work. Without this one step, you can sit down and meditate 20 hours a day, okay? You're not going to connect without this one thing, okay? But before I tell you that, let me ask you this. And I don't care if you're an atheist, I don't care if you're Catholic, I don't care if you're Christian, I don't care if you're Buddhist, I don't care if you're Jewish, I don't care if you're Muslim, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Let me ask you just one thing. In all the religious texts you've ever read throughout your life, and all the religious texts you've ever heard about throughout your life, okay? Did God ever use perfect people? Answer me that. Did God ever use a perfect person in any of it? Okay? No, he didn't. Okay? Why would he expect us to be any different? He wouldn't. Okay, so now the one thing that they're leaving out, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this at the beginning of the video. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole video and then give you the secret, okay? The one secret to it, when you sit down to meditate, to connect to the spirit realm, or whatever you want to call it, I don't care if it's spirits, angels, aliens, loved ones, the lower realms, or the lower energies, I don't care. Whatever you're trying to connect to, there's one thing you must do, and that is set an intention. Okay? You must be clear about who you want to speak to. Okay? Who do you want to connect with? Whose energy do you want to mesh with? Who are you trying to find? Okay? Just like when you place a phone call. Okay? Just like when you place a phone call or send an email, you have to set that intention first. It has to, your end has, your vibration, your end of the conversation, you have to know where it's trying to go before the connection can be made. Okay? Connecting to the spirit realm is no different. It's no different. You have to know who you want to speak to first. And every time I sit down to connect to my son, or to my guides, or to my grandma, I've connected all of these, it happens. I do it. Okay? Every time. It never fails. Because I have an intention. Now you can say it verbally, you can say it in your head, it doesn't matter. But you need to have that intention there, okay? Now, a lot of people are scared because of what we've been indoctrinated with, okay? Scared of the lower energies. Are there lower energies? Are there demons? Now, I don't know if there's demons. I don't know. Demons in the traditional sense, I couldn't tell you. I haven't got a clue. I know there's lower energies, okay? There are lower energies. Are they going to screw with you? No, unless that's your intention. If your intention is to connect with them, then yes, that's who you're going to connect with. If your intention is to connect with grandma, then that's who you connect with. Now, and I've heard somebody say, can't go in afraid, you can't go in with any fear. I always go in with fear. Every time there's a little fear, okay? I'm not going to say I go in and I'm not scared of anything. I'm a little scared every time I do this. And nothing has ever bothered me, okay? Your intention will override that fear every time, okay? The gurus and the meditation experts and people with the classes and the courses, they don't want you to know this. They want you to be scared. They want you to be confused. They want you to be mixed up. Otherwise, they can't get your money, okay? Do you have to be a vegetarian? No. Do you have to quit smoking? No. Do you have to be religious? No. Do you have to use crystal stones and tinfoil on your head? No. Do you have to ground? I do ground, but that's basically for my anxiety. It has nothing to do with connection. I do ground though, so I would suggest that for you guys. And basically, all I do is just come, stand outside barefoot, sit down on the ground. Sometimes I meditate on the ground. And there's a difference between meditating and connecting. Okay? When you sit down and nothing happens, you're just sitting there with a clear head, clear thoughts, that's meditating. Okay? That's meditating. I know they say sit there with no thoughts in your head. Nobody can do that. There's going to be some thoughts somewhere. Okay? But when you sit down with the intention to connect, that's connecting. Okay? There's a difference. Do you have to quit drinking? Do you have to quit smoking? Do you have to do this? Do you have to be a vegetarian? Do you have to... No, none of these things. Okay? Your soul is ready to connect at the snap of a finger. Okay? That's my next thing. Does it take hours and hours? No. And my things going in and out because the sun has got this color shifting thing on it. I don't know. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, I'm practicing now how to do it without going into the meditative state. Because there's a way we can shift our consciousness, like I said, at the snap of the finger, at the blink of an eye. Just like making a phone call. Okay? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm in the middle of doing that. So when I get that figured out, I'll let you guys know. But right now I still have to go into that meditative state to get there. Anything else? Is something going to get you? Is something going to possess you? Is something going to attach to you? No. Unless that's your intention. Okay? If that's your intention, then yes. And I doubt it for most of you guys, or you won't be listening to me right now. Okay? If that's not your intention, then that's not going to happen. Okay? I always go in with exactly who I want to connect with. Whether it's my guides, my son, my grandma, my grandpa, whoever. And in the back of my mind, I have like this second intention of the lower things staying far, far away from me. Okay? That's my other intention. I have like two intentions going on at the same time. So, and nothing's ever bothered me, ever messed with me, nothing's got me, nothing's possessed me, nothing's drugged me to the underworld. None of that. Anyway, I just want to record this because I feel like there's some trickery going on in the spiritual community to separate us from our money. Okay? They want you to be scared, they want you to be confused, they want you to be mixed up. But trust me when I say, when you sit down, next time you sit down to meditate, set the intention that you want to connect to the spirit realm, okay, and who you want to connect to. Make that clear, and it will happen, okay? And let me know in the comments how it goes for you, okay? And there's going to be a part 2 to this, and I'm going to explain what it feels like when I connect, what I see, what I feel, what I hear, what happens. I'll explain all that in part 2, okay? All right, you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye.